Yeah, good morning, students. Welcome back to our class. That is performance management, specialization for HR students. Today, we are going to continue the topic important which we have just missed. That one is very important topic is Mercers human capital. So, who is this person and what makes to bring this cycle in this subject? We are going to learn in today's topic. In the year in 1994, the Mercer, a person, an expert who is good in the management, especially in HR, and who is going to check the performance of the employees in the organizations. And that person have a consultancy group, the Mercer's Human Resource Consultancy Group, developed by the Mercer's Human Capital Wheel model. It is based on an exhaustive study of more than 300 organizations to ascertain how performance is affected by changes in an organization's workforce. Clearly, he is saying that he had taken 300 organizations as a sample test and he had shown, and that means he has ascertained how the performance is affected by changes or bringing the changes in the organization's work. So he had developed a model, a wheels model. Let's have a look on this. If you see here, this is the business design, how the business should be there, how the capital assets should be there, and how the human assets should be there. So our topic is on the human assets. So the human assets talks about on this wheel. What does it include? It includes first one is people. That means how what kind of people should be there. Skillful, unskilled. That means we need both labor, skilled labors, unskilled labors. How much quantity, everything will be there. Then work process, how the process should be there. What are the things will be there? The process, that means what sort of work should be divided to which part of the group peoples. What sort of tasks will be given to which kind of positions peoples are skill levels, everything. When once the performance will got started, then we should have to give the rewards to those employees. It's like a motivation to the employees for doing a good and effective and for the long term. So those are the things we are going to take. Next one is information and knowledge. With the help of the information and knowledge, the employee and the employers can work together and they can reach their common goal. Next one is how the decision making. That means what sort of decision should be taken place by the manager, or the what type of decision should have to be taken place by the top management, middle management, low management, or with the supervisor, or with the team leader. All these things will be taking place in the decision making. Next one is managerial structure. How the structure should have to be designed in the organization so that it can run for the long term with soft and smooth way. So this is the cycle of the Mercer's human capital. Next, what he's saying, according to the Mercer's model, any firms, that means any organizations, human capital is impacted by the following six factors. There we are having six factors. What are those six factors? I'll be discussing the uh, picture. Workforce. Workforce means here what peoples. Work process, reward, information and knowledge sharing, decision making, and managerial structure. So we will learn one by one what are there here, so that it will be easy for us to work on it. Next one. First factor regarding the Mercer's model view is workforce. Yes, people, employees. It refers to the employees of an organization. It includes the aggregated of various skills, competencies, knowledge possessed by them. Not only that, it also covers the new skills set developed through training and development, either according to the programs, or according to the applications in the organizations, or according to the technology can be used, what sort of technology should be used by what sort of employees, what sort of decisions, what sort of information should have to be gathered by what sort of employees. All these things will be taking place in the quality of the employees. Next, if you see here in this picture, what is happening? Just Just a minute. Now, see here, the employees are working together and they are taking place the proper way. So, these employees, they are working in such a way that the employees can take place properly. These people are doing designing, working force. They are setting the time, target, setting the goals, trying to complete their task. Everything is taking place in the picture of the workforce. Now, second one is work process. Work process refers to the way work is performed in an organization, the degree of teamwork, use of technology, and interdependence between different business units. So, what is happening here? What is workforce is referring? It is referring to the way work is performed in an organization, the degree of teamwork, use of technology, and interdependence between different business units. What sort of work will be given to the employees performing in the organization, and what sort of degree level of the teamwork should be there, what sort of employees should have to be divided, what sort of employees should have to take place properly. So all these things are taking place in the proper way. So skilled laborers are working, unskilled laborers are working, top level management people are working, middle level management people are working, low level management people are working. So all these things are taking place properly. Next, if you see here in this picture, different kind of work process for different tasks are taking place, like dialogue, update, messages, uh, unique, gateway, batch, everything. I'm sorry students, because of the noise, you people are not able to understand the concept. Once again, I will explain you. See, in the workforce, that means different kinds of people are working together. It includes the aggregated of the various skills, competencies, and knowledge possessed by them. It also covers the new skill, that means what sort of skills labor should be there, what sort of people should have to be taking place properly. So these are the people who are working, and it refers to the technology team of degree of the teamwork should have to be manufactured and interpreted between different units. So these are the different kind of work process for different tasks. Next one. What are the things are mandatory to perform the process? How to perform the task? So these are the steps are there. Already we have done this in our previous subjects. Next, rewards. What sort of reward should be there? That means the employees will get the benefit after doing the hard work of reaching to the goal of the organization. What sort of rewards should be there? It refers to both the monetary and non-monetary rewards given to the employees based on their work performance. Depending on the task achieved by the organization's employees, the rewards will be given. What sort of means after completion of the task, after seeing the performance, and because of his hard work and because of his oriented results, what sort of percentage of the company got benefit, they will check the performance. Next, the employee will work more dedication with more, work with more dedication. Here, more dedication as reward system is there in every organization. So what is happening? Yes, in the form of promotions, the hiking the salary, that means increasing the salary, giving foreign trips, coupons, or increasing salary with some percentage, or are giving holidays for 1 month or extra compensations are like giving the car allowances, house rent allowances, XYZ. Not only that, rewards leads to the development of the potential power of the human capital. If you see here, see these are the rewards. Rewards and incentives. All these things. If you see how the employees are working together for tasks. So these are the things will be there. Start they'll get. Now, appreciation is like appreciation to the employees from the organization. Next, information and knowledge sharing. Information and knowledge sharing is the important factor that affects the development of the human capital in organizations. With the help of the organizations, with the help of the information only, the managers can take the decisions and they will divide the work according to the information and knowledge. So they are having basic knowledge what sort of employees are there in our organizations, what sort of work they can do, what sort of tasks can provide to so and so persons. All these things will be taking place. But once if they get the proper information. So all these things are taking place in a proper way. So next. If you see here in this picture, next, knowledge management. In the knowledge management, what is happening? We need process, advice, insight, information, practice, technology, people, implement. All these things are taking place in a proper way. So, in the knowledge management, what is happening? Insight will be there, information will be there, practice will be there, technology will be there, people are needed, implement process, everything's like a chain. Next, decision making. So what is happening after once we are having the people, we know the whole process, we need the uh, what we can say information. When we know what sort of rewards we have to do, then we can able to take the decisions. Whether the process of the decision making is centralized or decentralized has a direct impact on the working of an organization human capital. See the work to whom we can what sort of decisions should have to take. Either we can go with the centralization or decentralization. Or can be impacted on the elements like who makes the important decisions, like top management or middle management. The top management again CEO, directors, chairman, board of directors, presidents, vice president, etc. So how much time is needed to take the decision? Where what sort of decision should have to take? Where they have to take the decision? When they have to take the decision? How they have to take the decision? Either it is after taking the decisions, either it is going to be benefited to the company or not. They have to think again and again afterwards will be they have to take their decisions in a polite way so that it can be a situation for winning for both the team. Now here what is happening, the employees should have to take the proper decisions on which route or which way he should have to go so that it can be benefit for the company and organizations as well as employees. Now in the first semester of MOP we have learned that decisions making are having 7 steps in depth knowledge. So what is happening in decision making is the process of making the choices. What sort of choice shall we have? That means selecting the alternative course of actions among the alternative choices. Next, using step-by-step decision-making process can help you to make deliberate, thoughtful decisions by organizing relevant information and defining alternatives. This approach increases the chances that you will choose in the most satisfying alternative possible. So, what are those steps? First, identifying the decision, gather information, identify alternatives, weighing the evidence, that means evaluating the evidence, choosing among the alternations, take actions, and review your decisions. Next, managerial structure. According to the Mercers, the organization structure or the managerial structure impact the performance of the employees and organizational human capital. So what is happening? Once the structure is taken, the manufactured or built up, the performance of the employees and the organization's human capital can be impacted. So it is impacted by the elements such as management directions. What direction should the management should have to select, and the control span of control. That means what how they should have to control their employees, how they have to control the work procedure, and how they have to control on the technology, decision making, all the above steps. If you see here, what is the structure? He is the manager or he is the CEO. He's dividing the work among his teammates. Again, these are taking the decisions and they are dividing the work among their team members. So it is a chain of work. If you see in one more picture, the MOB we have discussed in our MBA, what sort of closed, open decision making, closed decision making, functional decision making, matrix decision making, all these things we have discussed. That means, for example, if a CEO is there, under him some general manager will be there. Again, general managers, the managers should be there. What sort of managers? Like finance manager, HR manager, IT manager, marketing manager, R&D manager, XYZ manager. Means then again, if I take in about manager, then assistant manager will be there, and then supervisor will be there, and employees will be there. So team leader, everything. It's like a chain. So this is so here. Mercer, we want to say that an organizations may develop a good human capital only by studying and implementing the above mentioned elements. That's the reason we used to call it as Mercer's human capital model. Thank you, students. I hope you people have understood the concept. Please mention your roll numbers in the comment box. Thank you. Have a nice day. And sorry for disturbance.